Hello children, today under chapter 8 we are going to see a grammar topic and we call this topic as pronouns. Totally we have 12 pronouns, but since you people are in grade 1, today we are going to learn about only 7 pronouns. Okay, so first I'll tell you where you have to use these pronouns. So we all knew naming words, isn't it? So you would have studied under chapter 3, chapter 4 and all, we would have studied what is a naming word. Each and every object in and around us has a name. Okay, so we call that name as a naming word. And what is the other name for naming word? The other name for naming word is nothing but we call it as a noun. So when we say something, each and every time we can't use the word noun. So we need some other words to replace it. And that replacement word, we call it as a pronoun. See, for example, if I'm going to talk about myself, I can't always tell that Annette is an English teacher, Annette handles grammar topic. We can't keep on telling our name in each and every sentence. Only once we can use our name. In all the other sentence, we need to replace it with some other words. And that words, we call it as a pronoun. So totally we have 12 pronouns, out of which in grade 1, you'll be seeing only about 7 pronouns. And these are the list of pronouns what we are going to see today, which is nothing but I, we, you, he, she, it and they. So totally you're going to see about 7 pronouns today. Once again I'll repeat it. It is I, we, you, he, she, it and they. So now we'll see where you have to use all these 7 pronouns. Okay, so we saw what are the 7 pronouns, isn't it? So now in depth we'll go and see where you have to use all these pronouns. Okay, so first let me tell you what is a pronoun. So pronoun are words that are used in the place of a noun. Okay, pronouns are words that is used in the place of a noun. So you all knew that what is noun, isn't it? So noun is nothing but it is a naming word. So here I've given you 7 pronouns. The first pronoun is nothing but I. So where you have to use I. So whenever we talk about ourselves, that is one person, only one in number. So we use I. Whenever if you're going to talk about ourselves, one person. So we use the word I. And you, for the person we are speaking to. So the second pronoun you, where you will use that. If you are going to, like for example, if I am going to talk to any person, that person I'll point it out and tell it like you are. Okay, you are good, you are talking, you have to sit. So something like that. If you need to tell something to your parents, your friends, you'll point out and you will tell it them that you. And the third pronoun is nothing but we. So we where you use for a group that include us. Suppose you along with your father, mother, your friends. So if you're going to say something, you will tell like we. If the person who is speaking, if he or she is also included in that, we'll tell it like we. Okay, we are. So we are a family. We are going out. So which means that even you will also be in that place. So we. So we is nothing but for the person who are more than one in number. Here, I and we will be for the person who is only one in number. But we use the pronoun we for a group, which means that it is more than one in number. Okay, and the fourth one, we use the word they for a person that does not include us, which will not include us. The person who is speaking will not include them, all the other person. Even this is also included for a group, that is the group which means that it is more than one in number. Okay, but you will not include yourself. You will not include yourself, rather you will include the people whom you are talking and you will point it like they are going out, they are attending class. So we'll use words like these. And the next one, he. So he for a male person. So you all knew that who is a male person, isn't it? By a boy, uncle, okay, grandfather, all these will come under male category, so we'll call them as he. You will tell your father, your grandfather, your uncle, your brother, everyone will tell them as he. And he also comes for a person, only one in number. Only one in number, we'll call them as he. And she is for a female person. So who will come under female person? A girl, your mother, your auntie, your grandmother, your sister. Everyone will come under female person category. So for female, we'll use the word she. And at last, it. So it is always used for non-living things. So far we saw all the 6 pronouns coming under living things. Okay, but the last one, it, we'll use for non-living thing. It's nothing but for animals, things or places. Okay, these 3 things. Under naming word, you have these 4 things, isn't it? Person, place, animals and things. For person category alone, we'll be using all these 6 pronouns. And the last pronoun, it, we'll use for animals, things and places. Okay. So in depth, these are the clear explanation of about all the 7 pronouns. So totally we have 12, but for grade 1, we have only 7. We are going to see only 7 in this grade 1. Okay. Next, we'll see some examples. Okay. Okay. So now we'll see some example based on the topic pronoun. Okay. So what you have to do, how they'll ask you is that they'll give you a sentence, and from that sentence you need to underline what is the pronoun. So as I told you earlier, we saw 7 pronoun, which is nothing but I, we, you, they, he, she, it. So remember all these 7 pronouns, isn't it? So you need to mug up all these 7 pronouns. Kindly by heart all the 7 pronouns. So we'll underline the pronoun. Sally is my friend. She has a doll. So Sally talks about a female person. Okay, it talks about a female person here, and that's why we have used the word she. Again, we can't use like Sally is my friend, Sally has a dog. So we can't keep on repeating the noun, which is nothing but the naming word. We can't keep on repeating that. So therefore, we have used the word she, and you all knew that she is a pronoun. So which means that I'm going to underline the word she. Okay, and look at the second sentence. Tim is a big boy. He can climb trees. Here the word Tim is nothing but it is a noun. It is a naming word. It talks about a male person, big boy. So it talks about a male person. So for male person, we have to use the pronoun he. So therefore, I'm going to underline the word he because this is the pronoun. And for the third sentence, this is a mango tree. It has green leaves. So mango tree is nothing but it talks about the things. It comes under things category. So which means that for all the animal category, things category and place category, we have to use the word it. Okay, so I'm going to underline the word it here. For this sentence, it will be the pronoun. Now, the fourth sentence. So we saw a monkey. It jumped from tree to tree. So in single sentence itself, we can have 2 to 3 pronoun also. Here, the word we. You all knew that we is a pronoun, isn't it? So I'm going to underline the word we here. Saw a monkey, and we already knew that it is also a pronoun because it comes under animal category. Here in this sentence, we are talking about monkey, isn't it? So it comes under animal category. And the last sentence, mom and dad are going out. They want to meet a friend. So which means that mom and dad, clearly it is mentioned that mom and dad, which means that the first person, you are not included in that sentence, isn't it? You're talking about your mom and dad. So, which it is more than one person, and therefore we use the word they. So here they is the pronoun. So in this sentence, I have underlined the word they. So what you have to do is that you need to memorize all the 7 pronouns. I, we, you, they, he, she, it. Kindly memorize all these 7 pronouns. Then you can easily identify the pronoun list of pronouns, and then you can underline this. And one more pattern how they'll ask you is that they'll ask you and choose the correct answer format also. So kindly memorize all these 7 pronouns, and which will make you to easily do this topic. And once again I'll tell you, so pronoun are the words that are used in the place of a noun. So instead of always mentioning your name or any name, or it might be animals, place or things or something like that, instead of mentioning your name or in each and every sentence, you can replace it with the pronouns we have seen so far. Thank you, children. Yes, so far we have seen the topic pronoun. Okay, so we saw what are the 7 pronouns and where you have to use all these 7 pronouns, and we also have seen some examples based on the 7 pronouns also. So only one thing what you have to do, kindly memorize all these 7 pronouns and do the worksheets based on this. This will help you to easily understand the topic pronoun. Okay, thank you, children.